Hi guys, and welcome back to another plot review video. So today I'm actually going to be looking at another one of my plots. Why? Because I want to see what your opinion is on this one. It's a Roman style villa. So I've already had Nick Goss and he's had a look at it and he's helped me a little bit as well. But this is on my server, link or just in the description, DakrCraft.playat.ch, and you can just do /warp_p-, and then you can do /plotmetp -4 for, I'll probably put all that in the description, hopefully, maybe. But yeah, first time at Roman stuff, never tried it, and this is the first time I've ever even tried. I'm also messing around with these trees as well, they're a bit weird, but yeah, Nick asked me to change this. I've changed it a little bit more just to see what you guys think. But yeah, Roman style villa, very simple. I've actually used the ice mountains. Yeah, ice mountains, that's what I've used for that. So, to get the really red. Probably won't go with the really red if I do a Roman series, but this is basically me trying out some ideas to think, should I do a Roman series? Should I not? Maybe. I've got a nice island, I'll show you that at the end of this video anyway, to see what your ideas are. But yeah, very, very simple. It's quite a simple style, and I've tried to incorporate lots of little bits into it. So yeah, it's pretty cool. I'm just going to do hide all as well so people disappear. It's supposed to be less laggy, so nobody can see it. It's just hides all players. See, I've gone for a couple of like nice little ideas in it. I'm trying it out for a style, but yeah, let's just go in. So again, I've kind of done this big open thing. You don't really get them on the houses, but I just decided to do it. Just I had the space. So go inside the house. You come into here. This is actually called an atrium. It's actually quite a widely known kind of word, I guess, even in English and in normal English these days. So yeah, you get the atrium. There's a little, this isn't really a fountain, it's more just like a little pond type thing. Now Rome was ridiculously hot, so I've done a desert biome for this. It actually does feel, if you go into here for example, it feels quite hot. I tried to make the sun beam down a bit. So yeah, they would have actually water here. It was blank before. Nick actually said, why not try like a plant pot with something in it? Kind of works, so I've gone with that. The roof design I've gone really simple down here, just with some ceiling, just stairs, and like that. And then on these ones I've actually used it as if it's like holding up the paintings or mosaics. We don't have mosaics, had to go with paintings, so yeah, I know, not great, but just, you know, simple stuff here. Over here we have like the praying to the household gods, the Roman gods, whatever god that they have. I couldn't get the coins because of the red ceiling. Yeah, I know, I tried all of them. I tried every single one of them. What I actually did is I had... let's grab the brick. Where's the brick? Where is the brick? If I can find the brick slab, there we go, that'll help. So I basically just had one of these on top. I kept encircling through to see if it was red. The same red that I needed, as well as being that one. It wasn't, so that was a bit of a shame. But then in here, I have a small store cupboard type thing. You know, just typical Minecraft Conquest stuff. Yeah, nothing really to speak about that. Very easy, nice little roof design. Nothing important or special about that. In here we have the bathhouse, so this is where they'd bathe. Obviously they'd like to bathe quite a lot. And I've tried out this little open bit. So the idea of this anyway would be that there was doors or some sort of shutters across here. So because this is a really small villa, it really is tiny, they basically had different rooms for like hot room, warm room, cold room. They can only really afford one, this people, so they've got the hot room, which hot water is actually brought in through here from the kitchen. Can be brought in these big buckets and then tipped in. That's why the kitchen's so close. That's my idea anyway. But they can do that. Or you could have heated tiles underneath as well. That's possible. Completely and utterly possible. Not really too sure which one I was going to go with, but I've kind of tailored for both, so yeah. So yeah, they could have this closed as to kind of get it really hot. Maybe open like two of them to then get into the warm room, and then it'll be cold. So it's kind of like a multi-purpose room for that. Very simple lighting, just candles and stuff. Yeah. Oh yeah, towel. Yep. And then just like steam coming off it, so it's obviously hot at the minute. In here we have I think it's called the Kalina. It's something like that. I'm not really too sure. My Latin isn't great. I'm going to try and do it. If I do a series, I'll go fully Latin. I'll learn some Latin. Again, same very simple roof design. Your typical have slabs, and then these are just slabs. That's all they are. You know, Oops, I've just knocked down some carpet. It doesn't matter. So yeah, just done those and put them in. Just junk. I tried to make this look a bit busier. So, like in here, very open, quite calm. And in here, crazy. So this is where the actual slaves work. Or, you know, they don't really work, do they? They're forced to work. You know what I mean. And outside in here, we have the Peristyle. This is like the courtyard garden-y type area. So, like villas would actually have these type of areas. That's why you can actually sit out here. And I've used a bed and used the two ends kind of flipped around. So it's just got the end piece to kind of make these little seated areas so they can lie down and be out in the sun without being out in the sun. So yeah, kind of quite nice. It's very simple here. A couple of little bits here, like with berry bushes. I've got some of the leaves coming off here, like not really like vines, but you know, I don't know. They look kind of interesting. But again, loads of paintings here, very decorative in this area. So I've gone kind of crazy with just paintings, and I've just spammed them in these two sections, just using these quartz pillars, like small quartz pillars. Just using those, very simple. And then I just lie down here, read a book or something. Over here we just got some books. So we got a little candle and a plant. Main reason I got the candle is just for some lighting, nothing really special. Here I've got the slaves kind of stationed. They'd be standing here, and the master clicks them over, and they used to like snap their fingers. They'd bring over like water or food or whatever they want, and then they kind of go back here. It's also quite close so that they can actually walk almost like to here to fill it up. You know, it's quite easy. So very simple, really simple kind of little design. Yeah, very simple. If we go in here, and also one thing to notice actually is I've done it on odd. I usually do all... No, I've done it even, sorry. I usually do all odd stuff. I've done this on an even. It was just so that I get these really small things, because this plot's so small. I kind of had to. I really had to. I had to really cramp it in, so everything is very cramped, but yeah, it's fine. So yeah, I also get these little arches here, little arches there, and then you get a bigger arch here. Just kind of symbolic and stuff. So if we go into this back room, this is like the living room. Tablinium, I think is the right word for it. Pretty sure it is anyway. But yeah, tablinium. So this is oh, it could be the triclinium, triclinium as well. So it's either the tablinium or the triclinium. Dining room or a living room. I guess it would be a living room, so tablinium is more correct, but they'd also dine in here as well. They don't really sit, they just lie down and feed me, you know, or whatever they do. Whatever the Romans do, I don't know. So, typical stuff, wine and food. So I tried to make it a little bit more like that, you know, orientated. Again, another little like slave station here. But yeah, let's go upstairs anyway. Okay, so up here we have the office. Now, I can't remember the word for the office. There was one for it, and yeah, oh well, doesn't matter. But yeah, just simple office. A couple of little stuff like rugs and things. Very simple, couple banners. Open window. Gotta love an open window. So I made the window at the back a little bit bigger and just had these glass panes going out. I thought that looked pretty good. You also notice there is glass panes up here, but not downstairs. And I'll explain that kind of when we do the exterior talking for a bit. Also curtains. Yeah, pretty cool. And a flower pot on there. I thought that was quite nice. A couple of little bits of stuff. Did have an ender chest there. Where's the ender chest gone? Okay. I put, yeah, I'll leave the ender chest in there. This was mainly just to be something a bit richer, I guess. If I hold an ender chest, it actually does give me light and shaders. That's weird. Yeah, just for like valuable type stuff, or papers or documents or something. I don't know. We then have the slaves' quarters. I tried to make this look really kind of horrible. I actually need to move one of those over because I knocked it out. So this is the slave quarters. You'll notice that I use the hay as well to try and cover up this wall that's down here because, yeah, because. So yeah, this is cubiculum. I know that cubicle comes from the word cubiculum or whatever it is. Cubiculum. There we go. So yeah, cubicle comes from the Latin word from that. Kind of a room, a small bedroom type thing. The actual quarters for the servants or slaves, probably slaves. But yeah, so we've got lots of hanging up stuff. A couple of little candles up here, but there's no actual torches, so it's really dark. Chamber pot, lovely. bunk beds and a tiny little table that looks really rough, and it's all kind of rough. It's not very nice and clean. Then over here we have the other cubiculum. There you go. Now this was actually by accident. This trapdoor switching over. It's because there's the plant pot, because I used the birch forest instead. That way, I actually came up here, like just before doing this one, and saw this. And it looked okay. So big bed. Got it kind of open. In a way, I've done it quite modern style, but yeah, really big bed. Just random stuff on here. I tried to do something with the roof. Couldn't really do much actually. I did try, Nick, because Nick was saying, yeah, it just looks a bit meh. It does. I just can't really do anything with it. It's difficult. It's kind of get stuck. So I've tried to just rib it across, but it still doesn't look right, does it? So I don't know. I don't know what to do with that. It's a bit too small. I think I would have liked to have raised it up a bit, possibly, and then had an extra block to play with, so I could have, instead of having 1, 2, 3, 4, I've had 5 blocks, and then what last block I could have used for roof stuff. So I think I'll do that if I do, you know, Roman stuff again. Again, windows, very simple. Couple of weapons, because why the hell not? Stuff like that, typical junk, and yeah, just typical stuff. So let's talk about the stuff that I've done on the outside. Here we go. And stuff that's bad, stuff that's possibly good. Don't know. So, just style-wise, I did have just a painting up here. Nick was just like, nah, it's not good. So, I've actually come up with this. Nick actually did this top bit. I ended up putting in a couple bits extra and then detailing it. I actually quite like that. It works with the style of this type of style, so I really like that. Another thing it could have done is we could have done this. Because I did have those type of stuff, but like pushed back. I just don't want to get rid of the buttons. Could have done that, but didn't end up doing it. Maybe on the bigger ones. So yeah, very slab-like. I actually pushed this over by 2 blocks. I actually extended it quite a bit. Yeah, so it's quite extended, but it's only so I can get in this extra rib here, so it just looks a bit more detailed. And just using the normal stuff. Trapdoors. Pretty self-explanatory. They're like the window pieces. They're open. I guess we could, you know, do something like, let's do it. Where do we actually have this? Yeah, so maybe like here. Could do something like this, obviously. And have it open, maybe. But it just doesn't look right. But yeah, still got that in there. You know, it looks pretty cool. And what I've done around here, got another window on that side. Smoke obviously comes out. Got that going in a direction, same with the one at the chimney. Yep, there is a chimney. So that's cool. Down at the bottom there isn't any windows. You notice this? I've just put in these little patterns here. It's a window for the kitchen, which is a fence because it's cheap. Cheap fence, nobody really cares. Also the slaves' quarters part of it, it's like a little extension on its own, it's just got fences. Hasn't got any actual glass, so that's quite interesting. Only glass for the rich places. They don't trust the slaves, these ones, so they could have been iron bars as well. They did use iron bars quite a lot. Like Romans especially, so this could have actually been iron bars quite easily. Maybe it should have been, I don't know, maybe. But yeah, just like little bits of stuff. I don't really like these. I put them on there, but just to try and make the front look a little bit more detailed and pop a bit. I don't know, I don't like them. Maybe if it was all the same type of wood, maybe, I don't know. Nah, I don't know, I just don't like them. I think I'll scrap that out of it. Just have it very basic, but just using smooth sandstone down here and then normal sandstone on top, and just every so often just doing these double things like this. Very simple stuff like that. Actually a painting behind this. That just goes all the way around, but no windows on the bottom floor. Reason being, Roman places, they got broken into a lot. It wasn't exactly the happiest time ever. It wasn't very safe, so if you have a window on the bottom floor, you're pretty much asking to be broken into. Whereas on the top floor, it's kind of okay. Especially in towns. In towns and cities like Rome, there would be no windows on the bottom floor at all. You'd literally have a door and that'd be it. And that would literally just be it. But, yeah, it's not too bad. I just want your kind of suggestions on it, to be honest. Anyway, the trees. I tried to do this with pure cobblestone wall with acacia. It's acacia trees. I'm not sold, to be honest. I'm not great at trees anyway. Even though I can build over here, by the way, I still cut them off at the edges because it's only fair. I can't cheat. Yeah. They turn out okay. This one I went for a real half-breed, and it looks horrible. I also just put around loads of these berry bushes. I think I put too many of these type of bushes around by far, but it's an idea. This is an idea plot. This is what I'm going to be using P- plots for. I'll probably do loads of these, like, just with me doing ideas. It's quite nice just to finish off something like this, you know. And I got some more, like, around, like, this is quite cool. This needs finishing. You know, there's a couple of, like, idea plots. That's kind of an idea plot. Look at that. Quite interesting. So, you know, that's why I use P- for. After you've got a rank, just use it for that, to be honest. You know, just keep on making little things and little ideas and whatnot. But anyway, what we're going to do, we're going to go /warp IOD Sancra Porta. Not that. What is it then? Oh, right. Sancra Porta. There we go. So this is actually where I'm planning on doing a Roman series, but at some point. I'm trying to learn the style now so I can just get building at least something. Even if it's just a couple of villas and a small place, but it's a huge island. This is a huge island. If I do get started on it, I think I will probably build in the mountain. There's like a little mountainous pit. This is actually on Isles of Dakr, by the way. I might actually try and jump. So let's have a look at this. I like this coning building in this little town, and we are actually down here. This is the actual island that we're at, Sancra Porta. So it's quite a big one. You know, if you think that Mystic Pines is there, and they go just about shows up as like these couple of houses, or Steel Pond's over here, and it shows up as tiny little houses. It's a pretty big island. It is a pretty big goddamn island. So yeah, pretty cool. I don't show up on the map at the minute for some reason, but yeah, yeah. I'm thinking of just doing like an aqueduct being pulled all the way through here. I was actually thinking about this lake. I'm going to dry up. I'm going to dry up this lake, and I'm actually going to fill it in. I don't like it. I think instead it should be the aqueduct type thing to keep in with the theme of the Roman stuff. So I'll probably do that off camera. Well, I will do that off camera. I'll just drain it and fill it. So I'll do that. And possibly I'll leave it from trees. I'm thinking of putting an aqueduct through, and yeah, having that kind of feed it. Have like a really nice big villa over here with like a farm and some wine and stuff. So that's quite big. We're trying to do it really different and try and get a really good Roman style. Then we've also got over here. So over here, over here we have a massive, like, a hill. Kind of like the ones you get in Rome that are more like cliffs rather than hills. So we could have on one of them, you know, like obviously a temple, and then down here have the docks or something. I don't know. Maybe have like a big temple on here, or a Colosseum. I don't want to make a big Colosseum. I want to make a small Colosseum. I don't want to make a massive one because I'll end up spending like 1 million episodes on it. But yeah, there's lots of cliffs and stuff. I need to build some triremes, so I'm going to be doing that type of stuff. I'm going to be building some of the boats so that you can port them up, because that'd be really cool. But there is a really nice beachfront, really cool, really nice beachfront across here. I think there's also some islands. Here we go, some little islands. So could do some like really cool. Well, actually we can't really. That's too small, isn't it? No, we could do a villa on this island. Don't know. Tell me what you think anyway. Should we do like a Roman villa type thing just on this island by itself? With like a trireme at the dock? I don't know. Or just like a little boat at the dock? I don't know. Maybe. Quite interesting, wouldn't it? But it's quite a nice little place. Could have one over here as well. Maybe that'll have a lighthouse on it. I don't know what the Roman lighthouses are like. But yeah. Tell me what you think of a new series and of the style so far. I'm still going to be messing around with it for quite a while. But I do want to hear your comments, see what you want to change, and kind of mess around with it even beforehand. So you can always go and look at that plot and go, Dak, I don't think you should do that, I think you should do this. I really want to hear that, because that helps everybody. But yeah, thanks for watching, guys. I'll see you on the next one.